And with that, we're going to move on to the next segment. Something that we do here is called winners and losers. We haven't done it in a while, but somebody got to win the week. Somebody got to lose the week. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
We haven't spoken a few weeks, so this actually didn't happen this past week, happened the week before, but I know you've seen it, man. And this guy, 50 Cent, he's been winning the past couple weeks, got victories over Hurricane Chris. You know what I'm saying? Went out there and did the Human Harmony Festival out in Shreveport, and that was a big success.
Yep.
Then did a interview with Wallow and Gilly, $1 million worth of game that a lot of the clips went viral. Got a little victory over Rick Ross with I think he said Rick Ross only gets headlines when he talks about 50 Cent, but he's like only the hip hop publications pick that up. You'll never see it reach a TMZ or anything bigger than that. You know what I mean?
It's kind of true.
Yeah, which was, and then Rick Ross responding with 5 different stories on Instagram, obviously letting know it struck a nerve, you know what I mean? But I think another one was he mentioned Damon Dash. And I never put these two together, but I do remember at the time when 50 Cent got signed, it was rumored about $1 million he was signed for, right? And I never really put the correlation that when Dame Dash was coming out and saying like $1 million is not a lot of money. I remember when that went viral, what we would call viral at that time. That was a big like statement that he put out there, you know what I mean? And a lot of people actually was like, when he broke it down, you got to pay your taxes, which knocks it down to half. Then whoever your management is, you know what I mean? You got to break them
all
off.
Of that stuff.
Which I think it was, but 50 took it as more of a stab towards him. Like, because he had just got $1 million deal. Now you're shitting on $1 million. And in his $1 million worth of game interview said, how
much money did he give you for that first deal?
I got $1 million.
Cash, after taxes.
The only person that pointed out that $1 million was no money was Damon Dash, and he has no money now. I only felt that, because he said, there ain't no money. Like, after you get you a watch, a chain, and you look out for the homies, and you do this, then it's nothing. Right? And I was like, nigga, I'm from 134th Street. $1 million is a lot of money.
Right.
I think I hit the lotto.
Right.
How you gonna say there's no money? Like, it was, and I just never forgot that because of how it felt.
Which struck a nerve, and when obviously something strikes a nerve, people, they run to
social media.
Social media. We spoke on that last episode too. But yeah, they run to social media, and this was tragic, right?
People, let me just say this: something strike a nerve, go pray. Like, go do it's something better with your time, with your energy.
Because honestly, I think you would realize how, one, petty it is, and how fast it'll go away.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they did not. Dame Dash being they. He went to do a live, right? Which is
old people shouldn't be doing lives.
They should not be doing live because you need to edit. You gotta cut some shit out. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? And he had a moment in there where it appeared his dentures fell out.
You see if I'm the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Well, hold on. Oh, God. Here, talk to him for a second. You're not saying that. Hold on. So download American. All right. That's okay. So download American New and check it out and let me know what you think.
He was drinking the hell out of that orange juice too. And remember when we were young? I used to see. I watched so much television when I was young. My mom sat me in front of a TV. Probably why I do what I do now. You know what I mean? I used to see. Was it Flexident? Or
yeah.
I used to come on during it was a Flexident commercial. Used to come on at night during Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, and then it would come on during the day. Price is Right around those the soap operas, and I was like, what are they doing with the dentures? And they would put it in the water, and they take it back out, and I never got that. And then I knew that you put dentures in water, but I never understood that they slip out.
Right.
And that's what that does. That keeps it in place until Dame does. You need that Flexident or whatever it's called, bro. Because his joint just fell out mid-live. That was rough. That was
it happens. That's the crazy part. Like, anybody who has dentures and who has had them for a while, they have stories about their teeth just falling out. I remember, because my mom has dentures too, and one time she went to give my cousin a kiss on the cheek, and her teeth just fell out. Teeth just fall. I mean, I don't know the whole process behind it all, but I mean,
I had a neighbor, God rest his soul, man, and he used to scare us sometimes. Like, his grandchildren would come up and like they get in trouble or something like that. We'd be outside probably too late, and he could come out yelling, but he wasn't taking time to put it back in. He was just coming. Yo, I think in the case of Dame Dash, it's your dentures ain't believe you. They just said, nah, dog, he lying. He talking about he want to go network for 50 Cent. You want to put your network up against mine. Let's you a businessman, bro. I'll stand on what you felt like. If you felt like $1 million wasn't $1 million, even if it wasn't about 50 Cent, let's say it wasn't, stand on it. It's a good point. You know what I'm saying? Like it's don't think it's gonna change. It is gonna. I mean, well, I think that was 50 Cent's point. It did change his life. He's like, I was just on the corner. Like, what are you telling me? But I don't think it's what people think it is, and that's what I took. Dame.
You talking about $1 million?
$1 million.
Oh yeah.
I don't think
it's a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of money if you know if you're gonna do the right things with it and you know what to do with it. It can be a lot of money.
Yeah, and if you don't, you're gonna get rid of it very quickly. Yes, exactly. It'll be running away from you like Dame Dash's teeth. Nah, but it stand on that if that's how you really felt. But to move on and just be like, now, well, let's have a pissing contest now, 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Because then that shows me that you really was saying that as a jab towards him, and it's just not the way to move. He got a lot going on too with child support. I think he's trying to sell his share of Reasonable Doubt, the master.
I thought he sold that.
I think there was an auction going on, and he didn't have the chance to actually auction it off. I think they delayed the auction to figure out exactly how the money would be split up because he owes child support. I think he owes director that he made a project with, and I think that director sued him. And I think he owes one more entity. I want to say the IRS, but maybe somebody else. Mm-hmm. And they have to figure out who's going to get paid first. Mm-hmm. I think the child support gets the priority, and then everybody else gets what's left over. But I think a lot of the arguments that I was hearing was that the way public domain works, Jay-Z gets that back after like 35 years or whatever, and how that album came out in like the 90s. Mm. So I think a lot of artists don't wait for they sell their masters or whatever the case may be, or they just never get them back. Mm-hmm. Because by the time they would have gotten it back, they've already sold off, you know what I mean, whatever what they would have gotten. I think Jay-Z's just waiting it out. So I think the argument was like, why would you pay for a third of it? You're only 1/3 of a vote against Biggs and Biggs and Jay, who could veto any move you want to do with it. In terms of like give it to like a TV show or a movie or something like that, and they're gonna get it back in or at least Jay-Z will in a matter of time. Mm-hmm. What's the point? I guess to say you did it, I think Dame Dash was offering chains as well. It seemed like a vanity play though, to say you have it and as more of just anything to really do. But if that's not a lot of money to you, then that can help Dame Dash out of the situation. But no, when you have money issues, that's not the time to be arguing. You get into beef with 50 Cent of all people. So 50 Cent definitely won that one. What it do is your guy DJ Playboy, aka aka the point guard of the podcast, man. And I thank y'all so much for checking out this short clip of the Perfect Talk podcast. If you like what you see, check out the full episodes right here. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button and feel free to hop in the comments, baby. It's Perfect Talk.